Do you want to make money as a content creator? Probably your answer will be yes. But you can make a critical mistake if you won't set up proper expectations, and it's not so easy and simple as other creators told you. In this video I will show you analytical report with real data about these topics. Main reasons to become a content creator. Spoiler alert, it's not about making money. How long does it take to make the first dollar from your content? The biggest struggles and the most profitable ways to make money from your brand, and your future action plans that you need to do to become successful. Hi, I am Evgeny, full-time content creator, so basically I make money selling services because I create videos and different content for small businesses and other online experts. I started creating videos in 2014 and I hope I had this guide 10 years ago because it's like so valuable, and you will understand much more about how to approach content creation and monetizing your business, content creator business. So let's open this analytical report. You can see a content entrepreneur benchmark research 2023, but again it doesn't matter because it's pretty the same. Market is the same and it's still growing, so it's not outdated information. Let's speak about which types of creators there are on the market. You need to pick one of three categories and understand it, because there will be like differences in terms of monetization strategies, content strategies, and basically amount of views, followers, subscribers, and socials that you need to manage. This research shows us three different categories. Firstly, you can see maker creators. So these people, they are creating like physical goods, physical stuff, for example, working with wood, watercolor painting, for example, making these blankets. So it's like a huge DIY market. Next category is influencers, and the main difference from content creators, expert creators, maker creators, it's all about like big flashy numbers, because usually influencers, they don't provide like educational value. Mostly it's about motivation, travel stuff, some kind of inspiration and exploration of different topics, but no deep knowledge, no deep value about one specific domain expertise. So you can see this phrase thrives on popularity, not necessarily skill or knowledge, and it's kind of hard to sell it because it ties to your personal brand, your face. And this research and this video is based for and created for expert creators. So the main difference, basically you provide education like I am doing right now, speaking about content creation, YouTube growth on this channel. And by the way, if you want to learn more about it, you can hit on subscribe button. So these expert creators can build media companies, so they create a lot of content about this expertise, and they, for example, monetize their content using ad revenue. Probably they will be a membership or like online course, plus you can also provide services like coaching, consulting, or like do for you services. This category has a lot of monetization strategies, and basically it depends on your preferences. How do you want to monetize your business, your brand, your blog? And we will speak about the most profitable ways of make money later in this video. Right now we know that there are three categories: maker creators, influencers, and expert creators. And if you are the expert creator, you need to watch this video till the end. The main beauty of expert creators is that you don't need to have millions of followers, you don't need to have millions of views, you need to have several thousand followers to become profitable and basically earn a lot of money and replace, for example, your full-time job, salary from a full-time job. Only in US there are around 12 million people involved in content creator economy, and you can see that most content creators, they don't have millions of followers. So the median is just 4K, so 4,000 followers. And you can see that you can make a full-time living by monetizing your content. So again, if you have 4,000 subscribers, you already can make $1,000 per month from your content and from services and products that you are selling. And that's the beauty of it, that you can release this pressure that, oh, I need to have 1 million views to build a really great, big, beautiful, successful, profitable business. You don't need to pick this path that, oh, I want to become really big player. You can still be small and be profitable. And this passion that, oh, I want to have a huge amount of subscribers, basically it's counterintuitive, because if you start creating content, probably you are following other goals, not only like monetary goals. And you can see this breakdown, basically benefits of content creator business, and like why people are still doing it even know it's kind of hard to do and kind of hard to grow, kind of hard to sustain. Basically, you can see enjoy my work, independence, flexible work hours, pursue my passion, challenge myself. Like top 5 reasons from this list is not about making money online. And when I'm analyzing my journey, my path, because I started creating content in 2014 when I was 14-year-old kid, I was thinking about, I want to make a bank out of it. But still, it was more about that, I want to change the world, I want to do some crazy funny stuff, and basically that's kind of interesting and I'm learning new stuff, and because of not monetary reasons I'm still doing it. So you can see that earn more than a traditional job, only 40%. They are telling that that's one of the key reasons. So right now we know that money isn't the key thing, the key factor. We know that we don't need to have a lot of followers, a lot of subscribers to make money, to monetize your content and your brand. But let's speak about how many socials do you need to run basically to become profitable, because again I see the huge trend that you need to do repurposing, and I do this repurposing stuff for businesses. Partly I know that that's not the best possible approach, because if you have limited resources you need to focus only on 1 or 2 platforms. For example, for my business right now that's YouTube and LinkedIn. I don't post content on Instagram, on TikTok, because it's kinda useless right now for me at this stage with small limited resources. So if you want to become a full-time content creator, basically you need to have around 4,000 subscribers, which is not a lot, and that's a lot of people, but not a lot comparing with millions followers channels. On average, these full-time content creators has 4 channels, like Instagram, YouTube channel, LinkedIn account, like 4 social media platforms, but only 2 of them on average they basically generate revenue. You can just invest all of your time into growing, for example, 2 social media platforms, and that's all, like 2 different types or similar types, for example YouTube and LinkedIn, if you sell, for example, B2B services. And you just make a side note in your head that I don't need to have Instagram account, I don't need to have TikTok account, I don't need to have my email newsletter, I don't need to have any of this, because I know that that's like these 2 platforms are enough. I have this shiny object syndrome that here is a cool monetization tactic that I need to sell through many chats using DM automation feature on Instagram. I need to do this. I am trying to do this. I run this experiment for 1 month. I don't see any positive traction because again I'm doing it for just 1 month, but maybe it's better to just use this time, use this energy and effort to grow other social platforms that I already currently running and growing. Maybe right now you have several social media platforms that you are trying to grow, but again you don't see any huge results because you're splitting only yourself to 4, 5, 6 social media platforms. Maybe it's better to kill, for example, Instagram account or TikTok account or like your LinkedIn account or Twitter account, because you don't see the traction, you don't see the revenue and results of your work on these socials. Remember that 2 socials are enough to basically make a full-time living out of it. Only 2 socials. And when I will have a capacity to, for example, hire a social media manager, we will repurpose all this content on other platforms, but again, they won't be like a full focus on it. It will be more for like brand recognition, face recognition, more about like brand awareness. How long does it take to build a successful content creator business? And we have a stats for it. You need to understand that these figures apply to content creators that spend most of their time on content creation. So you can see that the first dollar like you can earn in 5 months from day 1 or from day 0. So that's pretty good. If you have nothing right now, just make a reminder in 6 months that check my bank account, do I make money out of my social? Next big milestone, so you can see revenue exceeds expenses, 12 months. So you need to firstly invest probably a lot of your time, a lot of your money, because you need to, for example, buy a gear, buy a software, buy different subscriptions. So your business will be break even after completing first year of life, and that's great because after it you can be profitable and you can bring money and you can switch to full time. You can see 12.7 months, and in additional half of year you can fully support themselves, hire help for the first time. I remember myself that basically I started making money I think like in 12, 16, 20 months from like day one when I launched a new YouTube channel, because I had already developed several skills and I was starting selling article writing for a gaming website. I also created like review videos about different games for this website and I got payment from it. I also sell like video editing services, thumbnail design services. I became like a full-time content creator after graduating from university, which was 2 years ago. I've already built a foundation because I already had clients, I had some connections in a city, and it was really easy for me to switch to a full-time after finishing and getting my diploma that, I am navigational officer right now. I didn't have any plans that, I will build a really great personal brand, blah, 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 blah. I don't have this expectation at all. We discussed a timeline how to become profitable, but we need to also understand our expenses, like how much do we need to invest to become a content creator, and what's the outcome, how much we can earn as a content creator. There are interesting numbers, and you can see that seed money to launch, you need around $11,000 to buy equipment, to buy additional services, maybe online courses, maybe some help with branding, maybe with accounting. 11,000 looks like a big investment, but again, compare it with another physical business where you need to buy property or like rent an office, you need to hire people and pay them salary, you need to also buy additional equipment, not just one PC, one microphone and one camera. 11,000, it's a really small number to become a content creator, to have everything in place. But again, you can start small and you can start with just your smartphone that you have in your pocket. And that's like one of the main goals. If you are not sure about content creation journey, start small. You don't need to invest at the beginning. But if you know that that's your path, you need to invest and heavily invest, because it will help you so much in your journey. We also need to keep in mind that we will buy specific software subscriptions, and we need to think about spending $1,000-$2,000 per year for these subscriptions. And all these numbers leads to this gross revenue, $108,000 you can earn as a full-time content creator with small audience. After paying for all these services, for subscriptions, for contractors, for taxes, you get around $72,000 in your personal bank account, and profit gross margin is around 59%. That's really good profit margin. I can say that. That's important that they're showing numbers gross and net with profit margin, because again, I think that a rookie mistake, like content creator mistake, is that, I will create a social, I will have a lot of subscribers and I will sell to them like these digital courses, but they don't keep in mind that you have processing fee, you need to pay taxes out of it, you also need to pay for servers, for hosting, for for this infrastructure. Probably you will have several contractors like video editor, thumbnail designer, virtual assistant, and you are not thinking that, it's actual business, and you have your costs and you have your revenue and you have your profit. You can think that, like 62k is not a huge number, maybe like I want to earn more. Again, keep in mind that this is a revenue like for like small content creators with not a lot of subscribers, probably with not a lot of products. But again, try to make this perspective, use a different angle, different approach. Average annual earning in US for all workers is around $48,000, so it's a little bit bigger. And you can compare it even more because, for example, I am Russian, I live in Russia, and you can see that salary is around almost $15,000, so it's like 5 times lower comparing with US. And in one of the previous videos I was talking that I earn around $3,000 per month. I earn much more comparing with average worker in my country. And I know that that's just a beginning. There is huge room for improvement and increasing my revenue and my profit. Numbers look good, but still we need to think about like struggles, the challenges that content creators have, because if we know these struggles, we can like approach it a little bit different and think about our strategy and tactics a little bit more and have more clear picture how to achieve results faster. Audience growth is the most common challenge by a wide margin. So growing my audience, make sure my content gets found, so it's about our algorithms, monetizing my content, publishing regularly, marketing my business, creating enough content. So again, you can see the most important points, they are about audience growth, and that's important that, okay, you can create a lot of content. You can like invest, for example, 2, 3, 4 hours per day creating and publishing this content. But again, you need to think about how this content performs and what are the ways to improve this content. Maybe it's about creating content in different style, using different approach, different frames. Maybe it's about improving thumbnails and titles. Maybe it's about just volume. You just need to create more content, like not 1 video per week or 1 video per month. You need to create 2 videos per week to get more views and more money out of it. And about improvement of your content creation processes, so you will get more views, I speak a lot on this channel. So again, hit on subscribe button. And I recommend you to think about 2 parallel processes. So first one is about your like actual content creation. So it's about how you get traffic, but you still need to think about how to monetize this traffic. So again, second process is about products, funnels, additional marketing tactics that you need to use. It's about like using proper links in the description below this video, and that's why you improve your content, you get more views out of it, and you convert more people using better conversions because you work on these both processes simultaneously. And about monetization, I also speak on this channel. And the key question about content creator business is your business model. How will you monetize this traffic? How will you monetize this amount of viewers? You need to think a lot about it before launching any new product and before even like I think starting content creator business, because some ways and some products, they will be not for you, because you can spend so much time creating, for example, launching your online course, but again, it's useless. People don't want to buy this online course, or you don't enjoy it so much, like creating all these lessons, all these materials, hosting community, publishing all these videos. You don't like this process. So that's why you need to think a lot about monetization tactics. And let's speak about the most profitable ones and the most used ones. Profitable and the most popular one is consulting and coaching. Again, there is huge demand because if you have your expertise inside your head, you can sell this expertise, and the best way how to do it is through one-on-one, for example, coaching programs, when you work with a person during, for example, 8-12 weeks in a row. And prices for coaching program is much higher comparing with just an online course, because you can pack the same knowledge, the same value, and you can, for example, charge $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 for coaching program, comparing with $300 online course, because that's just information. But the next level is this high touch experience working with you. Next way is kinda surprise for me, because you can see that books are second the most profitable way and second the most used way. So you can see it's really interesting, because again, I know that you can't make a lot of money through books because you pay them for like $10, $15, $20, and you need to sell thousands of books to make it profitable. As I saw from the market, books are more like lead magnets, like not so expensive lead magnets where you provide ton of value and your book becomes a lead generation source for example, consulting services. And that's kind of interesting. Next way is online courses slash workshops, 35% used, and the third most profitable way. Right now there is a huge problem with online education world because of AI. Value of knowledge is going to decrease. Ask ChatGPT how to do X. So that's why to sell profitably your online courses, you need to provide unique experience. So ChatGPT don't have this this information. You need to have so big testimonials, so many social proofs that you are a great teacher, and you also need to have additional monetization strategies. So additional, for example, upsells. For example, you sell online courses, like you have on-demand, like evergreen online course selling, but plus you also do live launches to sell your one-on-one coaching program or group coaching program or cohort-based coaching program. So that's why you're maximizing your profit, because you provide several solutions using different price tiers. Next, the most used one is affiliate marketing, but it's not the most profitable one. It's not even in top 5 of the most profitable ways. I think from my experience, you don't need to use affiliate marketing a lot when you are small player. Like if you have only like 5,000 subscribers, that's not a big amount of revenues that you can get out of affiliate marketing. Next one is advertising and sponsored content. Fourth, the most profitable way to make money. That's really good. Again, even now, there is a huge trend to work with nano, micro influencers where you have several thousand subscribers, and that's enough to promote products through your content. It's better to sell your own services and products rather than selling other products. So these sponsors basically borrow your audience, and that's kinda disappointing. But I understand that for some creators, that's a really good way to monetize their content. Well, how to, guys? Speaking fees, online events, donations. And the fifth, the most profitable way and not so popular to use, it's paid memberships plus communities. And I see also again the huge trend for it, thanks to Alex Hormozy and school. Like everyone right now is opening a school community. I think that's a trend, and in future it will go down. But again, and I think if you want to make a thriving community, you need to have additional, like not just a community about one specific topic, for example YouTube growth. You need to provide extra value. For example, it can be live events, it can be online courses, or it can be just one-on-one access to you, for example. And this community becomes like a paywall. If you want to get direct access to me, pay, for example, $200 per month to be able to jump into this community. So we discussed a lot of points. I hope that your head is not exploding because of all these details. Final stage that you need to understand, you need to actually do, it's your action plan. Action plan. The very first actions that you need to do is not to think as a content creator, you need to think as entrepreneur, and you are building business. The main goal of business to make money. So you need to learn more about how to basically open a company. What about tax rates, bookkeeping, website management, like buying a domain, for example. And you can see that your the most important professional costs, a good accountant and attorney. So again, think about it, that if you can't deal with numbers and with letters, it's better to invest in people who knows a lot much more about it. Next one, plan your budget and runway. Again, as we discussed, you need to think about like that's to become profitable, to replace your full-time income. Probably you need to spend 12, 18, 24 months. Do you have a free cash to like sustain during this long period of time? Because again, 2 years, it's pretty big timeline, and that's recommended to have 6 months of finances saving before going full time. So again, I think that it's not so important that oh, I am going full time, I am leaving my job, let's crush this content creator business. You can do this again simultaneously. When I was a student at university, I had a hobby that I was a filmmaker, photographer, video editor, and only after it I switched full time to become a full-time content creator. You need to firstly work 8 hours, and after it probably you need to work extra 4 hours on your business, and other areas of your life will suffer. You need to accept it. Because one of the biggest struggles was about growing your audience, you need to also, here is additional tip, zero in on your audience. You need to focus and like define your target audience, and that's like what I'm trying to teach before even like launching YouTube channel. If you are trying to close goals of different targeted audiences, for example like self-development, video editing tutorials, filmmaking gear, gardening, watercolor paintings, it will be super hard to become successful, and it will be more like influencers journey with completely different strategies. So that's why you need to pick one target audience. It can be a pretty big target audience, for example YouTubers, or it can be Instagram bloggers, or it can be just content creators. And if you create more like narrow niched content, you will become successful much faster. The next point is about start creating. Consistency is one of the biggest challenges for creators. Determine your publishing frequency and manage the tempo for your first 60 days. That's stupid but obvious advice, because a lot of people that I spoke before, they are thinking a lot about, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel, and they are thinking for like 3 years and they don't do the most important action, actual content creation. And basically one of the benefits of my coaching program is that I keep people accountable, so they can't skip the filmmaking part, like actual content creation part, because it will be like in 3 weeks after like starting working with me. And I noticed that that's the hardest point of all this journey. Everything is simple, competitor analysis simple, thinking about products simple, but actual like filming, that's terrifying. So don't forget that you are the bottleneck and you need to create even if you don't have time for it, even if you don't have right energy for it, right mood for it, you need to create. Final tip is about craft your monetization strategy early. Which are the ways are the most suitable for you? Right now I don't want to write a book, I don't want to promote other services, other products using sponsorships, but right now I'm moving my direction from service provision to more like online education consultancy based products and services. And again, things that you can change this strategy a little bit later, and you need to also test this strategy, because usually what I saw, and it was my own experience, that you are thinking that, oh, I invented the really great product, I'm starting promoting it, launching it, and it's not successful, you have 0 sales. I had this several times with my online courses about YouTube, and it was not so great and not so funny. You need to make several iterations, several like tries to find successful business model which will work for you. If you want to monetize your content much faster, you need to focus, you need to narrow down your like product matrix, how you convert people, how you attract people to your funnel, for example, or like your landing page. You need to think a lot about it, and I have one guide, one tutorial which helps you to simplify the process, to make this process so easy to make, to do, and you will see huge revenue boost, because I did this and it helped me a lot. So you can click on this video, check this out, and I don't say goodbye to you, I will see you in this video.